And Zach Watson's gone round and Dante Dillon's down the order. Oh, was off the road. Dante Dillon, one of the drivers involved. So Dante Dillon in a key race is down the order. Dante Dillon's down the order to probably about 18th place. It has not been the kind of day that Dante Dillon would have wanted here at Whilton Mill. This could be a key one in the story of round number 3. We're racing once again here at Whilton Mill. Dan Seeger's trying to get involved as well there in the blue suit. Oh, was off the road.
Dante Dillon.
Dante Dillon, one of the drivers involved. And was that Salvador Newman? Yes, it was, in the 147.
Well, which will be his middle and back grids.
Through the field.
Another position there as well, Andrew, up the inside of Ashby. He's now behind Dan Seeger.
Dan Seeger looks down the inside.
The lights are red, the lights are green, off they go. Going into Christmas corner, got some contact warning as well through the first couple of corners. Zach Watson, I think, is the one who was spun around by there and out onto the grass, the 94. Ooh. Got a very clear view of that. Got to make progress, especially with the likes of Thanasi and Dante coming through this. Dante there on the inside. This is getting very scrappy. Dante needs a good result. And speaking of getting good results, Fraser gets one going into Christmas corner. A nice overtake on Harvey McBride, who should fold in and follow him forward. Now, the two of them know that Dante will be coming through the field and they'll want to get as far up the road as possible. Dante now right behind them in third, overtaking Owen Seeley in Ashby.
Cone warning as well for the 111 of James Ward. 2 minutes to go.
Or trouble's foot for Harvey McBride. He's got a little out of shape there on the exit of the first corner. I think he's going to concede this position to Dante Dillon. He's understood that he's not got the run there and he's better off giving this away cleanly and following Dante through the next couple of corners than he is fighting it and risk losing out to Owen Seeley.
Brunton takes heat 9 ahead of Dillon. Anti-pole side of the grid has not reacted to the acceleration at all there, so it's going to be a very good start for anyone who is on the odd side of the grid.
even side of the grid, which includes Dante Dillon. Not a great first lap. We'll see them come down. Indeed, yeah, Nick Hutchinson loses a place, Dante Dillon loses a place. So not what those two would have wanted, especially not Dante, having had that off earlier on in his first heat.
From race control, they've got their eyes right over the top of it. Oh, as Phil Holmes and Charlie Walmsley Ride get together, Phil Holmes cuts through the grass and will lose about 4, 5, or maybe even 6 positions for his troubles there, and will have dirt on his tyres for the braking zone of Ashby Corner. So the number 26 will lose positions at the end of this race. Dante Dillon, though, has been able to weave his way through the order. Didn't quite see how Dante did that, which probably means it was some very shrewd driving.
Dante made a move for 6th and then saw the 2, 4th and 5th battling in front of him.
Whilton Mill, eyes on the lights, away we go for 12 minutes, and it's a very good start for those on the pole side of the grid. Oliver Flashman did not get a good one there. Brunton will lead in the early stages, but he's under attack here, straight away from Andrew McWilliam. Thomas Northcott's trying to go around the outside there in the green helmet. Brunton has held the lead. McWilliam up to 2nd place. Good start as well for James Whittaker, who's up to 3rd. Down the hill into Ashby Corner. Oh, there's a spin in the background for Dan Seeger. I think Max Sheldon Hayward has caught out by that. Zach Watson's gone round and Dante Dillon's down the order. Dante Dillon's down the order to probably about 18th place. It has not been the kind of day that Dante Dillon would have wanted here at Whilton Mill. Meanwhile, championship rivals Fraser Brunton, Andrew McWilliam, they lead with the dark horse of James Whittaker nearby in 3rd.
Yeah, a bit of chaos further back through the field, and it's still getting a bit argy-bargy in there. Dante Dillon narrowly avoided the grass coming down towards Ashby, but then afterwards was powerless to avoid it.
2, but it's quite a train forming behind the Cardiff University man. 2 30-minute races. Whittaker down the inside of Andrew McWilliam, and McWilliam on the grass, back onto the road. Lovelace nearly out of contention there, as through will step Harrison Kirkham.
Had Anwar decided to do that in the heavyweight A final, it might have looked more like a forcing the driver wide, and it got him a better result.
For the driver in kart number 3, Harrison Kirkham in 2nd place has received an ABC bump and pass penalty. That is the end of the hopes for Harrison Kirkham to win this round of the lightweight sprints. What does he do now?
And there's a little tap of the cone there on the exit of the corner for someone there in the top 10.
Charlie Foster.
Dante Dillon's making good progress. Back recovering from his detour onto the grass. What is that? 9th place now, I think. He's 10th last time round. I want to say he's a little higher than that. No, he isn't. He's still in 10th. Just looks close to the front because it's so tightly packed, this field. In 7th, and Thomas Northcote in 8th as well. They're all in this gaggle of karts here, or rather Flashman and Northcote. Ben Sanders as well, a little bit further behind, joined by Dante Dillon. So it's all to play for both podiums in this race.
4.86, and look at him now. He's all over the back of Fraser Brunton here with 4.25 minutes to go. This is very reminiscent of what we saw in the heavyweights earlier on today. The question is, can Lovelace find a way through? Brunton feels the need to defend. Lovelace looking to the outside. I wonder here as well, does Fraser Brunton try and play a tactic that we've seen a lot in UK karting so far this year? Back the field up, get more drivers involved, and hope they start fighting for second place. I think that's exactly what Fraser Brunton's trying to do. Harrison Kirkham is pointing forward to Sam Lovelace to say, no, you keep focused on the leader. I will hold here in third place. Fraser Brunton trying to back it all up, trying to get more drivers involved, cause a bit of chaos behind him, and then try and break away again. 3.5 minutes to go. This is a bold play from Fraser Brunton. It's a risky play, but I have seen it work several times so far this year.
I'd say you're on the money with that call, Andrew. It does seem to be what Fraser's doing. Harrison Kirkham seems to want to say, don't worry about that, Sam, you go get him. Unfortunately, it's not solely up to him. Andrew McWilliam now looking to the inside, also has a say in that decision, and I hazard a guess that Andrew doesn't fancy playing the team game with a two in front of him as well. Certainly not with a chasing pack right behind him of C2's hungry for a podium.
And there's been a change in the C2 lead. Jake Chapman, what a 17th birthday it would be if he could win in C2. He's there, 5th place on the road. No move yet from Sam Lovelace past Fraser Brunton, and again this is not Fraser Brunton's 100% speed, I can assure you of that. Again, Lovelace has got to try and work him off the racing line, get a slipstream or get a side by side, pod to pod for one of the braking zones. This could be an opportunity. As Harrison Kirkham's being shuffled down the order, Jake Chapman apologises there as here comes Lovelace again, and in comes Andrew McWilliam. Andrew McWilliam for second place. Lovelace fights in there, holds on to second place on the road. Kirkham's off on the grass, nearly rejoins right in front of the field. Ben Sanders is involved there as well in the number 40. Thomas Northcott's going for a bit of rallycross this time out of Ashby Corner. So this is the tactic. Back everybody up. You know there's going to be attacks from further down in the top 10. The drivers such as your Flashmans, Dante Dillon, their eyes are going to go wide. They think they can get a podium, and that's when you try and break away when you're the leader.
Dante's up to 5th. Andrew, he's very much the beneficiary of this Fraser-caused chaos. And Lovelace to the inside of turn 1. Now he's going to try and force his way through there. Not sure it's worked out for him, but
I think it has.
There we go, 3 abreast, going up to Christmas Corner.
It is indeed. It's now McWilliam on the inside. Brunton's going to throw it down the inside. There's contact between all 3 of them. Brunton retakes the lead. Whittaker now up to second place. Dante Dillon is back in this for the race win. He was off the road on lap 1. Oliver Flashman's now up to P4. It's possible that Sam Lovelace has missed his opportunity to end his barren run since round 1 last year. As wide there was that Harrison Kirkham having contact with the tyres. Yes, it was. Harrison Kirkham's out of contention. Penalty for Lewis Marchant as well for hitting the monster curb. There's going to be one more lap of this one as Jake Chapman. I don't think Jake Chapman had an option there of going through past Oliver Chapman. He was being shoveled from behind. It's absolute chaos in the second half of the field. Thomas Northcott's out of contention as well. Fraser Brunton leads his... Fraser's got a penalty. ABC bump and pass. Fraser Brunton, that's it. He can't win this race. James Whittaker is now in position. Could it be a C2 win at Whilton Mill? We saw this a few years ago. A great C2 performance from Peter Knight back in the day. It is the kind of circuit that can throw up a bit of a surprise result. James Whittaker, may not know it, is sat on a round victory, but Jake Chapman's still there as well. He could take the round victory if he can find a way through past James Whittaker into the last couple of corners. This has been a very dramatic, sometimes controversial final. As through steps Dante Dillon. Dante Dillon's going to win this race out of the final corner. Brunton takes it on the road but has a penalty, and Dante Dillon has one of the most remarkable victories he has ever had in Club 100. He was well down the order, on for a dropped score, on lap 1, and with a last corner overtake on 2 drivers through a part of the circuit that many say you can't overtake on anymore, Dante Dillon emerges as your round winner for round 3 of the Club 100 Lightweight Sprint Championships. Jacob Harris, I've been commentating on these races for quite a few years now. I don't think I've ever seen a final quite like that.